9 career titles for this man. 5 of them Super Series. Bit of a difference to Lin Dan's 44 career titles. Yeah, just indicating that he's aware of the drift. Oh, it's just wide. Yeah, a little look from Lin Dan towards the umpire as if to say you're going to overrule that. Well, the umpire can only overrule if he sees that a clear error has been made. And of course, any shot on that far side of the court to where the umpire is sitting, he can't possibly have a clear sight of that. Another shot hitting the blue carpets around rather than the court. Well, it was an ambitious shot to try. Terrible indecision from Lin Dan. too flat with the lift there, Lin Dan. Right into the hitting zone of Chen Jin. Well, Chen Jin just doesn't have the agility of his opponent when he dives. Doesn't get up again so quickly. In fact, there, didn't get up again at all. Seventeen, 15. Well, points towards the lights. Players have been having trouble all week. Deep in that forehand corner for the right-handers. Well, it's a poor error. Goes long of the back line, and therefore 2 match points to the former champion, Lin Dan. Well, the lift from Lin Dan was woefully short, and I'm sure the smash from Chen Jin probably would have gone long of the back line. Look, it's going way out. Tried a trick shot. Still match point, of course, to Lin Dan. Yeah, it's landed in. 21-12, 21-19. The margin of victory. Not the most inspiring of matches. Didn't live up to the excitement of our first final this afternoon, the mixed doubles. Often the case when 2 players play against each other from the same country. So for Lin Dan, his 5th Hong Kong Open title. There's confirmation of the score, 21-12, 21-19 in 32 minutes of play. This is the final rally.
我想问你一下，你曾经在香港4次夺冠，这一次再回来又拿冠军了，感觉有没有不同？
中间的时间太长了吧，因为有2、3年没有打得特别好，所以今年非常的幸运，所以最后面能拿到这个冠军，我觉得非常开心，谢谢大家。
那么你觉得昨天跟你中伟那场赛事，你也不是打得太辛苦吧？那么跟今天这一场比较呢，你觉得2场怎么样比较？
今天的决赛是和自己人打，所以心里面的压力不会那么大，因为我觉得都很正常。昨天和李宗伟打，我觉得会更艰难一点，因为我觉得从世界锦标赛到现在为止，其实我们都没有很好的休息，也没有很好的系统训练，所以昨天其实我们2个都已经打得非常的努力了，真的。对。
那你觉得自己现在的状态是很巅峰吗？不觉得。我们觉得你打得比较轻松啊。可以再。
希望明年再好一点吧。对。
那你对陈晶有什么意见呢？有什么给他的提示呢？
我觉得其实这个星期陈晶打得非常的努力，当然我觉得今天有很重要原因可能是这边的风向，还有这边的灯光，还是会多少的影响到运动员的发挥，所以我觉得可能到中国可能会到下个星期在上海可能会好一点。
好，谢谢，俾啲掌聲俾林丹。
Well, our host broadcaster there asking if that was his top performance of his career. I think most of us can answer that. Didn't need to play the sort of form that took him to the Olympic gold medal, or the sort of form that saw him through his semi-final against the world #1 Lee Chongwei yesterday. So the prize presentation for the men's singles coming up in just a moment. And to remind you also that we've got women's singles coming up, Wang Xin against Tina Bowen of Denmark. Then we've got an all-Chinese women's doubles, repeat of the World Championship final. And then men's doubles and the world champions Cai Yun and Fu Haifeng of China up against the world #2 ranked pair, Zhang Jae-sung and Lee Yong-dae of Korea.
Mr. Chen Deputy Director, Leisure Services of LCSD. YONEX Sunrise 嘅海老袁宏明先生 ，Mr. Hiro Aki Ibihara of YONEX Sunrise。 Ms. Chen of the Liaison Office of the Central People's Government in HKSAR. 以及澳城副總經理葉玉燕小姐 Miss Jenny Assistant General Manager of OCIM Hong Kong Limited。多謝咁多位。男子單打 Men's Single 亞軍陳金。
Well, he was champion here in 2008, was Chen Jin. He has to settle for second best this year. So Lin Dan takes his 5th Hong Kong Open title. His 5th title also of 2011.
First we have Dr. Tom to present the trophy.
Just too many errors from Chen Jin today. Can't afford that against a reigning and 4-time world champion.
多謝董事長，跟住我哋請鄭九明副處長為我哋頒獎。
His 45th career title, 14th Super Series title
Next we have
for Lin
Mr.
Dan.
A.B. Howard of YONEX to present the prize money. 跟住我哋請海陸袁宏文先生頒發獎金。
$18,750 US for the winner. 9,500 for Chen Jin.
Thank you, Mr. A.B. Howard. 接住我哋請陳愛瓊女士為我哋獻花。We now have Miss Chen to present the bouquet. 唔該晒陳愛瓊女士。And now we have Miss Jenny to present the winner's special prize, Housing Euphoria. 跟住我哋請葉玉燕女士為我哋頒發呢個冠軍嘅獎品。
So as they pose for the photographers, the men's singles finalists plus the dignitaries. Just to remind you that next match will be the women's singles final. Wang Xin, the left-handed Chinese player, up against the European champion Tina Baun of Denmark. Following that, we'll have women's doubles in a repeat of the World Championship final. And then the last of our 5 finals this afternoon, men's doubles, the world champions against the world number 2s, Jung and Lee from Korea.
Thank you. 多謝晒 the girls crew。各位觀眾，接住落嚟會係今日第3場嘅決賽，可能亦都係大家相當期待嘅一場賽事。究竟中國隊可唔可以重奪呢一個項目？女子單打嘅錦標咧，馬上就會知道㗎啦。將時間交俾
So to the women's singles final, and as you can see, it is Wang Xin of China against the European champion Tina Baun of Denmark. Tina Baun overcoming the new world #1, Wang Shixian, in yesterday's semi-final. Wang Xin, a very comfortable victory over the world champion Wang Yihan in the evening matches of semi-finals. China's dominance in the women's event, women's singles and women's doubles, demonstrated by the draw there. 3 of the 4 semi-finalist Chinese players. The left-handed Wang Xin, 26 years of age, having celebrated her birthday earlier this month. Number 3 in the world rankings, making her 3rd appearance here in Hong Kong, but making her first appearance in the final. Semi-finalist for the past 2 years, Wang Xin. Her opponent also making her first appearance on finals day here at the Hong Kong Open. Previous best was a semi-final back in 2006, but Tina Baun, the 2-time All-England champion, showed some of that form yesterday in her semi-final, the form that took her to those 2 All-England titles. Really was magnificent. Took the opening game against the new world #1, Wang Shixian, 21-10. Should have won in 2 straight games, in all honesty, because she was 16-9 up in the second. And somehow managed to lose that before coming back 21-13 in the decider. So after the toss of the coin, the players will change ends. There is quite a significant difference between the 2 ends. With the drift in this arena. 32 years of age, Tina Baun. For Wang Xin, in her 5th final of the year. And rather ominous for the Dane. Every time that Wang Xin has reached the final of a tournament she's played, she's won. 39-9. That translates into those 4 titles, including 3 Super Series and the last 2 Super Series, which were in Denmark and Paris in France. So her path through to today's final, well, all of her matches in 2 straight games, including that semi-final over the #1 seed, the world champion and 2009 winner of the Hong Kong Open, Wang Yihan, 21-12, 21-18. Just 32 minutes for that semi-final. Whereas Tina Baun, number 7 in the world rankings, number 7 seed. Only 9 in the Super Series rankings, though. But she'll definitely qualify for the Super Series finals because there's 4 Chinese players above her in the Super Series ranking, and you're only allowed 2 players per nation in those Super Series finals. So Tina Baun, well, as I say, her semi-final was a marathon match, but let me draw your attention to that quarter-final as well, against last year's champion, the number 4 seed, Saina Nehwal of India. Very impressive in that too. So she's been in very good form, but that is an ominous statistic, isn't it? This is the 9th meeting, and Tina Bown yet to record a victory.
On my left, Wang Xin, China. Wang Xin to serve. Love all, play.
So the women's singles final gets underway at the YONEX Sunrise Hong Kong Open. And given the statistic that this is the 9th meeting and Tina Bown has yet to record a victory over the left-handed Wang Xin. Wang Xin, the overwhelming favourite. This is the 3rd meeting this year. In the last 4 meetings, Tina Bown has failed to even win a game.
2-1.
That's gone wide.
3-2.
That's a lovely angle. It's strange how different styles of play. People can have problems with one particular style, and it's always been a problem for the tall Dane playing against Wang Xin. Not quite sure what the reason is, whereas she's enjoyed a lot more success against Wang Yihan, the world champion, beaten by this woman in the semi-final yesterday. Oh, that's a perfect clear. Attacking clear. Punch deep into the forehand corner of Wang Xin. Danish coaches. Denmark have only won the women's singles title here in Hong Kong twice, and both occasions it was won by the same Dane. Camilla Martin winning this title in 1998, having won in 96 as well. Once again, it's a terrific attacking clear from Tina Bown, deep into her opponent's forehand corner. Brought her to the front and pushed her to the back once more. Look, she's having to turn and take that shuttle quite late. That's why she made the error. Yeah, she's obviously decided that's a tactic. Deep in the forehand side. There's another one. And another. What a good rally. More intensity in this women's singles final than we saw in the men's singles. going to go well wide. Still a run of 4 straight points. Well, missed the easy one. Just long. It was a real opportunity for Tina Bound. It's gone wide. Yeah, well, what the Dane is doing so well in these early stages is getting the shuttle behind Wang Xin. Already seen her pumping the shuttle deep into the forehand corner, and that rally managed to make the left-hander turn and play the high backhand. Always a sign that a player's in trouble. Along at the back line. And it's Wang Xin who has the narrowest of possible advantages at the mid-game interval. Yeah, just long. Good call by the line judge. Chen Lin, current Olympic champion, 2-time Olympic champion. And 2-time winner of this event, 2003 and 2005. There wasn't a Hong Kong Open in 2004. Yeah, good use of the body smash there. Oh. Wow. It was called good. Immediately, Tina Bound looked to the umpire, who nodded his approval. Well, we won't be able to see it from this angle. But I have to say, my instinctive reaction was that that was wide. I'm looking straight down that line. Another one that must have been desperately close. Don't mind seeing that again. Now another great call by the line judge. That's just a fraction long. What a good flick serve. She couldn't have walked over to opponent's side of the court and placed that shuttle any better than that. It's a good rally. Oh, that's good judgment too, my goodness. Margins between success and failure, hitting the line or missing it. Oh, that's tiny. That's another great call by the line judge. Yeah, that's not a bad drop shot either. And now the Dane back into the lead. Both these players former world number ones, of course. Brilliant. Great tactics from Wang Sin. Great placement of the smash. Level once again.
15-all.
A little bit of frustration creeping into Tina Bao, yelling at herself at the end of that simple error. Now, our opponent repays the compliment. Gifted point. Worked the rally well, did Tina Bao, and final shot. Really should have made more of that because she'd pushed her opponent to the back, brought her forward, pushed her to the back again. Typical singles tactics. Try and outmaneuver your opponent, use every inch of the court. Oh, brilliant net exchange. It's a terrific rally. Well, Tina Bao doesn't like the call.
18-17.
miss it. And a little squeal of delight from YONEX. That's brilliant. Clever disguise and calm thought process. 3 straight points to earn herself 3 game points. It's gone long. First time of asking in the opening game to the number 3 seed YONEX of China, 21-17. Just 15 minutes required for that, 21-17. Well, it's really good to see that both these players have a female coach on court giving them advice. Of course, YONEX having 2 coaches helping her. Well, one of them, the reigning Olympic champion, Zhang Ning.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, YONEX, world number 3, making her 3rd appearance here at the Hong Kong Open. Past 2 years, she's lost in the semi-final. Will it be 3rd time lucky? Won the last 2 Super Series events. Can she make it 3 in a row? For the Dane, Tina Bown, tall order now psychologically for her to come back. Never beaten YONEX in 8 previous meetings. Oh, aggressive rally there from Tina Bown. Power smash, then follows forward. Knew that the reply had to be a block to the net. Good commitment from the Dane. Well, once again, she's not convinced by the call. Well, that's the way the drift is going. So the shuttle will be taken out of court on that left-hand side as we look down. got to be awfully careful with that cross-court smash with this drift. Got to have the mental discipline, the European champion now. There's a couple of unforced errors. Got to stick to the game plan. Now, sign of desperation, sign of lack of belief. Well, I know it's awfully easy for me to sit here and talk about mental discipline. It's very, very much more difficult when you're down on court, I can assure you of that. Five straight points now to Wang Xin. Oh, great court coverage. Oh, magnificent. Well, an excellent rally. Both players playing and moving so well in that rally. Landed in. Well along at the back line, and a 7-point advantage at the mid-game interval for Wang Xin. Yeah, whole body language oozing confidence. Well, Rikke Olsen using all of her allotted time to try and encourage Tina Bown. Using the drift to her advantage. Seems to be in cruise control now, Wang Xin. Oh, that's good, that's right into the corner. Has to start making inroads, does the European champion. Yeah, That will do very nicely. A real concerted effort in that rally from the Dane. Yeah. So much disguised with her overhead shots. Wang Xin.
47.
Well, it hit the top of the tape and bounced over.
Serve 8-15.
Oh. Swayed the body one way, looked as if she was going to flick it to the back and then just guided the shuttle towards the net. Lovely play. And that's long, and time is running out for Tina Bound.
17-8.
Really is a case, I think, now. Well, it's got to be now or never. Tina Bound wants to come back in this. Put on so much, under so much pressure. Right, from the onset of the rally.
18-9.
Oh, she's tried the flick. Wang Xin hit the smash winner. Tried the low serve, now trying the high serve. At least got her into the rally. Yeah.
11-18.
Goodness me, hit the top of the tape, had a little look and decided not to go over. And a gasp from the crowd here at the Hong Kong Coliseum. Yes. Just 2 points away from the title now, Wang Xin. Oh, that's a super shot. Well, she won't give up, that's for certain.
13-19.
So that aggressive play from Wang Xin brings up 7 match points. against the world number 7. Still another 6 opportunities. And this time, second time of asking. And the world number 3, Wang Xin, takes her 3rd consecutive Super Series tournament title, having won in Denmark and France last month. Now takes the Hong Kong Open. Her 5th title of the year. There's confirmation of the score, 21-17, 21-14 in exactly 30 minutes of play. There's the final rally. Keeps a 100% record against Tina Bown. 9 times they've played, 9 times she's won. And more importantly, she's won her first ever Hong Kong Open title.
Wang Xin，恭喜你！那么在香港拿了冠军了。那我们知道呢，你在国内呢有这个外战女王的称号。那你觉得对外队的时候跟对自己中国队有什么不同？你有什么秘诀呢？
秘诀倒是没有吧。我觉得反正每一次对外的时候，感觉自己的责任会更重，然后整个的就是求胜的欲望会更强一些吧。
我们知道你是从选拔赛再度进入中国队，那你那一段时期比较就是失意的时期是怎么样熬过去的呢？
觉得既然选择羽毛球就坚持吧，然后就只要努力，我相信一定会有回报的。
那么在香港拿冠军的滋味是怎么样？
感觉非常好啊，而且又是在红磡吧，就这个馆，就是很多的艺人都在这边开演唱会嘛，然后自己也就是这个馆还是很有名的吧，自己能在这儿取得冠军还是很开心的。
难怪我们的观众给你这么多的热烈的掌声，谢谢你，王鑫。
踏入第24屆嘅比賽，香港公開賽一向都見證到中國女子單打江山代有才人出。24屆比賽裏邊，今日嘅汪欽係第15位，亦都係第15次啊！中國隊嘅運動員咧奪得女單嘅錦標。咁而邊尼咧，亦都係自從98年馬婷喺香港奪得冠軍以來，時隔咗13年之後攞到最好成績嘅單打女單。各位嘉賓、各位觀眾，頒獎禮馬上開始，我哋請運動員就位。Ladies and gentlemen, prize presentation now begins. Please welcome your players.
So to the prize presentation for the women's singles.
YONEX Sunrise 嘅高開華先生 ，Mr. 高泰花 of YONEX Sunrise， 以及香港羽毛球總會主席湯偉倫先生 ，Mr. Tom Wailan Chairman of the Hong Kong Badminton Association。Thank you， 多謝各位嘉賓。首先我哋請嘉賓頒獎之前啦，當然係要歡迎兩位運動員上台就位啦。女子單打嘅項目 Women's Single。
The 32-year-old Dane Tina Bown her second final of the year and the second time that she's had to settle for second best, because it's the second time that she's been beaten in a Super Series final this year by Wang Xin. Wang Xin, her fourth Super Series title of 2011, her fifth title of the year. No, my goodness, isn't she in form? Won in Odense in Denmark, the Danish Premier Super Series event. They followed it up the week later in Paris, winning the French Super Series. And so the Super Series tour moved on to here in Hong Kong, and she's won this too.
Next we have Mr. Permanent Secretary of Home Affairs, to present the trophies. Next we have Mr. Gou Hua to present the prize monies. Thank you, Mr. Gou.
Total prize fund of 250,000 US dollars.
We have Chairman Mr. Chen to present the good grades.
And the memento from OSAM, our title sponsors. Now the presentation party will pose with the two finalists. Ah, that's nice. Wang Xin inviting Tina Bown to share the top of the podium. Look at the height difference between the two players. Tina Bown towering over Wang Xin. So that's 3 of our 5 finals have been completed. Next match on court will be women's doubles. All Chinese affair in a repeat of the World Championship final. And then our last match following the women's doubles will be men's doubles, and the number 1 and 2 ranked pairs in the world will battle it out. Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng, the world champions from China, up against Zheng Jae-sung and Lee Yong-dae of Korea.